This is the second video on chapter 26, derivatives of algebraic functions. And so theorem 230 was a bunch of different rules of differentiation. And so example 231 is going to demonstrate those. And so I'll do the first two parts of example 231. The two after that take a lot of space, and so I'll do those in the next video. But first of all, we start with a polynomial. So differentiating a polynomial, it is a fairly simple process now that we have our rules. Why? Well, we have the power rule that tells us how to differentiate x to the fourth is 4x cubed, and the derivative of x squared is 2x. We have the rule that says a derivative of a constant times a function is a constant times a derivative. So that the derivative of 3 times x squared is going to be the derivative of x squared times 3. So we have 2x times 3. So we have our 6x. We also have our sum and difference rules that tell us that the derivative of the sum is the sum of the derivatives, and the derivative of the difference is the difference of the derivatives. And so we're going to take the derivative of each term separately and add or subtract depending on what the signs are here. So we have the derivative of x to the fourth is 4x cubed, and now we're going to subtract the derivative of 3x squared, which is 6x, so we subtract 6x. And the derivative of a constant is 0. And so we have this, that's why we have this minus 0 here. This is optional, but I always write this on the board so when you look back at your notes later, you don't say, well, what happened to the 18? Example B is similar, except that our exponents are a little more complex. So we have 3 times the square root of x plus the cubed root of x plus 1. First thing I like to do is write the function in what I call a derivative-friendly way. So we write the radicals as exponents, so now we use the power rule. So the derivative of x to the 1/2 is 1/2 x to the negative 1/2. The derivative of a constant times a function is a constant times a derivative. So we just have our 3 times 1/2, and again we've decreased the exponent by 1 because of the power rule. This is just a straightforward application of the power rule. Multiply by 1/3, decrease the exponent by 1. The derivative of 1 is 0. And if you want to, you can take the derivative and rewrite your exponents in terms of radicals.